Welcome to Shadow Empress Tarot. I am a messenger of the Most High, with the power to travel through the shadow realms. I am here to guide you through spiritual warfare so you can achieve your soul's desires. What you need to know is God is my guide, truth is my religion, and my channel is intense shadow work. So if you are mentally or emotionally unstable, you've been warned. Good morning, y'all. Welcome all new subscribers, Shadow Gang. We in here. So y'all know I'll be running late, right? So once again, I'm running late. What's new? So this morning, I don't push the reading days or to the next day. I'm not gonna read the cards. I mean, show you all the cards in the beginning. I'm gonna just get into it. Um, did I say thank you? I don't think so. I said welcome all new subscribers, but thank you for all the subscribes, the likes, the shares, the donations. Shoot, y'all, I'm about to get another deck of cards. My favorite thing. So thank y'all. And I'm gonna get to the comments too. But what I have on my table today is both a warning and shadow work for the person that I'm warning. So let's get into it. If you are positive, you better bless this place. If you are negative, you better get up out my face. If you are positive, you better bless this place. If you are negative, you better get up out my face. And once again, the warning is about a negative person that needs to get up out your face. But the incense on the floor. But I don't know why this light seemed like it just got brighter. I don't know. I just can't deal with it right now. Okay. So, let's get into it. Let's get into it. I don't know why my mask. I guess that's why I don't like rushing. My mask and everything just feels weird. I just put ash on my nose like I always do. But anyway, let's start with you. The shadow work that Spirit wants you to do. Spirit wants you to master your impulses when it comes to relationships. Spirit wants you to be mindful and use your discernment. At the Page of Wands, this ash. Look. Okay. At the Page of Wands, there's a habit, a behavior, a pattern that exists with moving impulsively when it comes to relationships. You meditate on, look, this little girl, this may be a childhood dream. Like, for most of us, this is something that we want. We want to be able to find love. But what this card is telling me is that you may meditate on finding a counterpart that is nurturing and stable. See the little girl in the background of this guy. And this could be either way, girl, guy, whatever. But you want this. You want love. But because you impulsively move forward on your love interests or people who act like they're interested in you, you usually you've only come into contact with pirates. People who just want to take from you. So Spirit wants you to take another look at that. Because when it comes to relationships, there's an impulsiveness. And even in this impulsiveness, it's not like, oh, I'm going to sleep with this guy after a week. This is also seeing red flags and moving anyway. Because you want to give this person the benefit of the doubt. Because you want to feel good. A little attention doesn't hurt, but it actually does. When the attention is from the wrong person. You know. A lot of times when these people come into your reality, you know that they are dead. There's something dead about them. There's something missing. Like you have your idea. What you want out of love. Nuh-uh, don't fall right now. I don't have time for that. You meditate on it often. But when, give me a second, y'all. But when prospects of love come into your reality, please don't fall. I really don't. When prospects of love come into your reality, they always have something missing. But the idea of passion often overrules the red flags that you see. The things that are missing out of your ideal man or woman. And at the high priestess, it's like you already know. Like, let's be honest. We all grown and we've been through this. Like, I'm not sure if there's anybody that hasn't had a failure in love on this planet. Like, if y'all one of these people that ain't never felt this, like, please let me know, because ash everywhere. What even happened? You know what? It's ash on my hood. It's ash on my mask after lighting that. This person ashy. This person, what Spirit is about to warn you, is these dusty ass dudes or these dusty ass girls coming all up in your face. Got dust all over me like I'm Pigpen and Charlie Brown. Look. Cemetery. That's because these people is dead. And we be digging in the dirt, digging them up, and they be getting ash on your clothes and stuff. Look. Everything that happens in a reading is significant. It's a lot of times I'll like that and I'll get a little ash and I'll be like, ooh, it's a couple videos that I'm like, ooh, I got a little ash on my face. But I'm turning, I got it on my hood. What did I even do? You touched it. I touched it. Look. Don't touch this person. Because Spirit wants you to notice this pattern. This pattern of impulsiveness. This pattern of wanting to feel. And this is a no. Because these dead people end up taking way more than they ever give. And it's just a disappointment. It's just something that you have to heal from and start again. You got cemetery and up under the high priestess. This is the energy of the people that come to you because you draw them in because you have not mastered this pattern that is within you of impulsiveness and rose-colored glasses. These people often come to you with nothing. Promises and even habits. And it doesn't have to be like drugs and drinking. It could be cheating. It could be talking to you out the side of their neck. Like they done lost their mind. Shit, what is this? Because they full of hot air. And look at this yellow balloon. This look like the yolk in the middle of the egg. This person pretends like they're fertile and they have something to give. And that's a lie. All around them is dust. Dirt. Look. And you need to police that. When people come into your energy, you need to interrogate them, not be crazy, but really look inside of them. When you have conversations with them and they say things or explain things and you're like, I'm not sure about that, don't ignore it. Pay attention to everything that you're experiencing with this person. Because when you don't, this is how they get you. This is how they attach to your energy. Because all you think about is the 10 of Cups. Being happy with someone. But Spirit wants you to go deeper. Spirit wants you to reflect. And when I pulled these cards this morning, I looked up the definition for stingray. And basically, it's like the spiritual meaning of the stingray is impulsiveness, to reflect on your impulsive behavior. And whenever a relationship comes, a potential relationship comes into your energy, Spirit wants you to reflect on it. The truth about you, how you feel when you with that person, what they say, the things that they do. in comparison to what you really want. Spirit wants you to be aware at all times. They do not want you to be tricked by the illusion of ultimate happiness. And I'm not saying that you cannot find your ultimate happiness. What I'm saying is the illusion of ultimate happiness really manifests itself once someone or a potential someone manifests in your reality. At the Chariot, Spirit is saying you might often want to move forward with this person because time is an issue. You may feel like you should have been found someone. I'm getting too old. I want to have children. Or whatever it is. You could be 55, 60, and you just don't want to be an old cat lady or something. There could be a lot of reasons why time can be a factor. Why you would move forward in haste because of time. But Spirit is urging you to be present in the moment and think about your true, look, I got stuff in my nails. Jesus, I need a manicure though. Your true reality. Like your truth of who you are, what you believe in. What do you believe in? And if, despite time, if you were truly if you were truly living and believing your own philosophies, that person would not be in your present moment, and you know it. So this is the point where Spirit is going to talk about, I feel like all readings are past, present, and the future. But the way this reading is coming up is that you have experienced this in the past. And they want to prevent you from experiencing this in the future. But for a lot of you that's going to listen to this reading, there's somebody in the present time, that you're moving forward on, or they are moving forward on you, to you. Spirit said on you. Because look, with this Chariot, that is the vaginal canal, because that's what they want. So let's get on this person now that you know what you need to do inside of yourself. The shadow work when it comes to love. Let's explain this card. This is a body. Look, they got the fingers crossed in the back. And this is that person's mind. This person has bats coming out of their mind. This person is dark and they lie. They are a liar. Everything they say is a lie. This person sniffs out people. The onion represents, I think, eternal life with a lot of energy. What can they get? Do you have what they want? And they will lie to you to get what they want from you. This is a dark person. They are a user, a liar. And they have a special sonar. Like this may be even a dark empath with the bats. Because bats can't see, they can feel though. And this person sniffs out people that have more than them. And Spirit is telling me that a lot of people have more than them. Clarifying that card is anonymous. This person doesn't want you to know, especially in the beginning, who they truly are. They put on a mask so they can get close enough to sniff you out and everything that you have to offer. So they can blossom off of that energy. Because you are the Empress. And the Empress is grounded. The Empress is grounded. She is nurturing. She has everything that a person like this needs. This person is dust. You got water. You got fire. You have all the elements this person needs to make that dust into a medium that could grow other things so they can become fertile and manifest. Spirit says they don't expect you to give up on your dreams of finding someone that's capable of loving you. They want you to remain hopeful and at rest, at peace. This is why they're telling you about this person. This dark crook. This person that is interested in you, or you may be in a relationship with, you know they are a thief. They are a thief of energy. You know, that they got close to you so they can find out everything about you and hook you in. And so they can, if they haven't already, whether this is past, present, or future for you, you've experienced this before, that people bounce. This is another person that will do the same once they get what they want. Spirit is trying to keep you from repeating a pattern. There's all kinds of stuff going on right now. At the Four of Wands, because you are stable, once again we have the egg, and fertile. This person is outside of your door, possessed. They are whole. They are full of themselves. Don't open the door for them. Do not let them in your house. Do not let them have access to your fertility. Learn this lesson about passion. Learn discernment when it comes to your passion. And this is both, for whether you're a man or woman, but there's something about understanding and using your discernment when it comes to masculine energy. And it doesn't have to be like this is a woman and a man's masculine energy, but also yours. Because what I'm visioning in my mind's eye, that you could be a very feminine woman, but when this opportunity comes to you and this idea of love comes, you may be very forceful, like you're the man. And these people, like if you're a woman and this is a man and you are taking control and being like a woman, but really manly when it comes to being with this person, this is a no. Don't use your strength and fire for that. You stay in your feminine energy and you observe this person outside of you. And this also goes with the type of men that are manifesting in your reality. Spirit wants to see that you understand. And how Spirit does this, with this warning, these type of people may manifest in your reality 4 or 5 more times. Spirit wants to see you turn them away before they send anybody decent towards you. There's a lesson to be learned. Spirit is telling me that even though most of the collective says, I don't care about love, I'm done, they saying that's just the residuals of being burnt from this pattern over and over again. But they always show up again, seeing you as a target, seeing you as prosperous and fertile. These type of men, these type of women, that are just coming and they just want to come into your door. They want you to let them in your house so they can do whatever they want, take whatever they want, and destroy. But you can stop this. Because you can see, you got to use your intuition before you get taken away by this person you don't even know. They are a chicken head. They are a scrub. They are a scallywag. And you are a target. This person is cold inside and they are wild. Like, I'm feeling anger problems. Like men and women with anger problems, promiscuity. They lack structure. They might not be able to hold a job or put much effort into a job. This is a person that'll get a job. Ain't nothing wrong with the job. Work 3 months, but I don't want to do that. And just quit because they lazy. And they feel like, really, they're not going to say that. But why would they work when they got you? Or why would they work that hard when they have you? So this is a person that'll keep a Target. You know, like if you work at Target, no shade. But look, this is a person that'll have like a job at Target. And they don't aspire to do anything else because you're a doctor. Whatever slack they can't take up, you can. And Spirit just said real loud, you've been through this before. And whoever is coming into your energy, you can see them and you know they are the same. Don't ignore it. Because this person is like a narcissist. They only think about themselves. Excuse me, y'all. Sorry. They only think about themselves. Look, once again, before I move on. They are a dark soul. They only think about themselves. They don't have any light. That light shining on them is you. So now for the overall. Now this overall kind of tripped me out because they're all major arcana. All of them. I'm going to show you these cards before I read them. You got the Temperance. You got Strength. You've got Death. And you got the Devil. And with these 4 cards, I wanted one in the center to tie all of these cards together. And you got the Strength again twice. Spirit wants you to get a hold of this pattern that you're in. Or that you have engaged in, because they're saying it's not healed, or there's something that you're not aware of. So you have experienced this, but Spirit is still warning you. You're with no one, but Spirit is still warning you about this pattern. But I'm telling you, for a lot of people, there's someone new in your face, or you're considering someone new. And Spirit is saying, be patient. Divine timing. Balance your mind, balance your energy, balance where you're going, and take your time. Especially when it comes to relationships. Trying to use your energy to go out and find someone. Like if you're someone that's, you want to find a relationship and you got a lot of dating profiles or whatever, put in your energy so you can tackle someone. Claim someone. Spirit said this is a no. This is a waste of your strength and your power. because it will eventually die. And you're going to find yourself balancing death and rebirth, because you always have to, it has to die. Then you have to try and get your fire going again, reclaiming all your energy and healing from whatever this person did or whatever you experienced with this person. You have to, with all these people in this particular death card, some of these relationships have caused embarrassment. Everybody could see what happened. Spirit does not want you to go through this pattern again of death and rebirth. When it comes to people like this, you're just repeating a pattern without learning the lesson. And Spirit is saying, save yourself the embarrassment. Save yourself the inner turmoil, the low vibrational language that you speak to yourself about how you woulda, coulda, shoulda. What's wrong with you? Why nobody loves you? Maybe you need to lose some weight. Maybe this, maybe that. But you turn that inward. So the embarrassment not only exists on the outside of you from people watching, but there's something going on in the inside. This is Scorpio. This is a lot of fucking energy to die and come back alive again. Nobody ain't got time for that. There's so many deaths and rebirths that have to take place in your lifetime. Look, this does not need to be added onto your death and rebirth over and over and over again. Like everybody already has enough on their plate. You already have enough on your plate. Ain't nobody got time for that. To die and come back to life over and over for dusty people. Dusty. At the devil, Spirit is saying you often get trapped in this web. Getting attached to people that don't have anything inside. Like, I'm not even exaggerating when I say this person is dead inside. Or like the guys or the girls that you have attracted are just dead inside. I mean, we got the devil. We got this, I don't know, he looked like a bad boy. We got this homie. And then we got this homie. Look, it's just darkness. Darkness, darkness, darkness. Spirit wants you to release this attachment to the idea of love. It just becomes some type of energetic addiction. And while you're trying to hold on to the pattern, this devil is draining you. Instead of you being strong, trying to conquer a relationship with people like this, Spirit wants you to be strong against these type of people biting you. This strength card is the opposite. This is definitely shadow work when it comes to love and relationships. I know all about it. Give me a second. Let me straighten this up a little bit. So that's what's on my board. So let's see what Spirit wants to say about this shadow work and this dusty person. What do we need to know, Spirit? This person is dusty. I'm dusty as hell, all on my mask. And then I had, what was that, a piece of lint stuck in my nail? Like, this person, I do need a manicure, though. What do we need to know, Spirit? We got like a family room with all the family on the walls and stuff. Piano. Look. Since this is a pattern that you repeat, Spirit is going to repeat the pattern over and over again, like for real. Your ideas inside of you. Having a big home with family, grandkids running around, kids running around, pictures on the wall. Like, ah, look at. And here this is what's inside of this person. They have nothing. Their boat is, look, this, if I get another dark card, when it comes to these people, they are empty inside. Their boat has capsized. And when they get what they want, because you have this idea, they're going to get whatever they can get. And they're going to run. Because they can't uphold this. They don't have the energy. This is Empress energy. Look. Don't play with me. Empress energy. And this is their energy. Over and over again. And a lot of times these relationships make you feel like you had to pay to play. Because all you did was waste your time and money. What else do we need to know, Spirit? Look. These people are about to go hide somewhere in the swamp. These are swamp people. While you living in your big ass house. Look. These people that come to you, it's a lesson. It's got it like, I'm feeling like some of you need to look in your astrology chart. I know this energy all too well. It is actually in my astrology chart. Like, boy, I have some karma. Maybe I was like a Don Juan or something in my past lives. Whatever. I needed to sit down in this lifetime. Shit. What do we need to know? We have the fairy. They're just going to keep showing this contrast. Look. You have the woman in the snow. And you have the woman in front of the apple. Look, you know better. You've seen people like this over and over and over and over again coming to you so they could ride along with you in the story that you're writing for yourself. When you know these people have so much to learn about life and even just emotions. You know that most of the people that come, or all, this is like all, the people that come into your reality for relationships are opposite. Cold, looking for something, and here you, a manifester, a empress, growing fruits here on this earth plane. You guys are different. Look at this. I can't make this up. There's a difference. Sorry, y'all. There's a difference. One is cold and dark, and one has life. One is a giver, and one is a user. This pattern has been, this repetitiveness is telling me that this is a pattern that has happened so many times, you know it like the back of your hand. But somehow you still get lost in the sauce. And you fall for it. What do we need to know? Because for some of you, there's somebody in your energy right now, or that's coming to you, or y'all talking, throw them in a basuda. That's a chicken head. That's a buster. That's a scrub. That person is dusty. What do we need to know, Spirit? Look, I just said this. You know. With your intuition, you know. Because you have done this over and over and over. Spirit was like, yup. Throw this person. Get this person out your house. Like, I just got a vision of like somebody that like y'all talking, y'all getting to know each other. Every now y'all have sex. Like this person come over your house sometimes, spend a weekend with you, like laying in your bed. Like I'm thinking like after this reading, like you might be laying next to this person. Like look over at them and tell them to go home. Because they are a clown. And you know. And you know. Hey, look, what the spirit is showing me. And then with you laying next to them like they sleeping, you laying up, scrolling on your phone or watching TV. You like, you even like, you want to ignore this, but the thought comes up in your mind like, I don't really like homie like that. Like, you ain't even satisfied after having sex with this person. You laying next to this person irritated because you didn't get off. Like, you're not even getting the basics. Okay, you ain't getting no love, but look, it ain't even good. I'm literally seeing this in my mind's eye, so I know, like, spirit don't play with me. I know this got to be somebody's issue. this person plotting, and you looking for pleasure, and you not even getting it in the simplest of ways. At least if you're going to have the most, the least he can do is do it good. Look, let me stop. Ooh, and I'm not getting that, but the card says theater and alchemy. The comparison, Spirit wants to get this into your mind, like this person is an act and you are a manifester. You trying to make stuff happen. You trying to grow this good relationship, and this person is not like that. And you need to be on top of your ish, investigating that person, really investigating this, and not ignoring it because there's plenty fish in the sea. And you don't need that. I think Spirit gonna close this up because they just keep repeating. But like, don't mess with bum ass people because you a little lonely. Don't tell yourself a little something is better than nothing. What do you mean nothing? You got yourself. Ain't that something? Not only do you have yourself, you got all of yourself. You have all of yourself contained and fiery and abundant, just waiting for divine timing, waiting for somebody that deserves you. What do you mean you have nothing? All there is in this galaxy is you. What do you mean nothing? Grounded. If one more card fall on the floor. Spirit, we almost to the end. Don't do me like that. Time. Oh my God. Divine masculine. Y'all, Spirit ain't playing. Spirit is saying, learn this lesson. Stay grounded. Your person will come in divine timing. Work on knowing what you want out of a divine masculine energy. And what you want, like how to use your divine masculine energy. This goes both ways, whether you're man or woman. It's your job to investigate what's going on with that. How do you use your force and your passion? What do you put it towards? Are you putting your force and your passion towards dusty ass people? Because it's hard for you to stay grounded and to take your time. Be patient at the temperance. Yes. Spirit wants you to heal from this pattern and never do it again. This has been a message from your guides on how to protect your power. And your resources from bombs scrubs, scallywags, chicken heads, dusty mofos got my, look, dust. Look, let me finish this because this is getting on my nerve. What do we need to know? Teachers. What do we need to know? Don't play with me. Spirit is like really trying to teach you. They are connecting with you today to teach you how to use your discernment, like I said. Who are you pouring out to, and what's coming into you? Are you getting what you're pouring out? You can see. You know. Use your discernment. Spirit wants you to understand and to forgive yourself, because there's some type of healing, like I see, like, because there's nobody in your love life, that you think about love harshly. And then when you do allow it, because you still haven't healed, you haven't realized when a person does come into your energy that you're starting the pattern again. You need to sit with this and forgive yourself and all the relationships before that did not work out. Be kind to yourself by protecting yourself. What you couldn't see about the situation has been revealed to you. And Spirit is calling you to release the pattern. If this has helped you, please like, share, subscribe, and until next time.